this is Shadell from my thrifted closet. As you can see from the title, I am finally back with a color update. I colored my hair about 7 months ago on July 5th, 2014, so the day after the 4th of July. And I am finally back with a color update. It's taken me a long time, not because I don't know how I feel about the color or anything like that. It's just I've been putting out a whole bunch of other videos and the color update was just on the back burner. But I'm bringing it to you today. And I've also been having a lot of protective styles, so my hair really hasn't been out. This is the first time that I'm wearing my hair out in a few months, like this. I've usually been wearing some form of protective style, but I love my hair today, so it worked out. So I have a list of things that I want to talk about based on questions that I've gotten on Instagram, on Facebook, and here on YouTube. So I'm just going to go through it and touch everything, and hopefully this video won't be crazy long. So at first I'm going to talk about bleeding. So if you don't know, I use the Shea Moisture color system in Bright Auburn. I have an entire video on that process, which you can view right here. So I use Bright Auburn, and like many reds, they bleed. They bleed. It took forever for it to rinse out in the shower. I didn't completely get everything out, to be honest, just because it took forever. I was in the shower for a very long time, I think about 30 minutes. And for the first few wash days, I would say for the first few, I washed my hair about once a week. At that point, it probably took about 3 or 4 to 5 even washes for my hair to stop bleeding. So for the first few weeks, my hands were pretty much red. So I would say for the first 3 to 5 washes, my hair remained red. But after that, I haven't experienced bleeding. So that's that question. In terms of the texture, in terms of my texture changing, my texture has not changed at all since I colored my hair. My hair has the same tighter curls in the middle, looser curls in the back, basically no curls on the sides. Like, that's just my texture, and I haven't experienced any texture changing with the color whatsoever. Dry hair or moisture retention. When I colored my hair in July, I was already experiencing some dryness. I was so accustomed to only moisturizing my hair once a week, but when the summer hit, my hair was like, no, you better moisturize me every day, every other day. So the color did not change my moisture. My hair is just thirsty. As my hair gets longer and my ends get drier and older, my hair is just thirsty. So I don't think necessarily my hair is drier, just because, in my opinion, the Shea Moisture system is not a drying or damaging system. So I did not experience any dryness or moisture retention issues. If you color your hair with another color system, I don't have any guarantees there because I've never used those. I've used the Shea Moisture color system. Breakage. My hair breaks regardless. I have very fine and fragile hair, so my hair breaks regardless. It don't matter what I do, my hair will break. As much as I do protein treatments, as much as I have really soft and moisturized hair, my hair breaks. That's just a part of having very, very fine strands. So I do experience breakage, even though I also have been able to retain length. As you know, if you've seen my natural hair journey video, if you haven't seen that, you'll see how I've retained length over the last 4 years. So you can click right here for that video. So I've retained length, but there's also some breakage. My hair could have been a lot longer had not been for breakage, but it's just a part of having the hair that I have. So I have experienced breakage, but I wouldn't attribute any of that to the color. Long story short, porosity changes. So going into the coloring process, I honestly hoped that my color job, dyeing my hair, will lift my cuticles, because as you know, or if you don't know, if this is the first time you're watching me on YouTube, I have very low porosity hair, like extremely low porosity hair. It is impossible to moisturize my type of low porosity hair. Of course, I've learned techniques and all that stuff to kind of circumvent all those issues and barriers, but I do have low porosity hair. So I was hoping that dyeing my hair would lift my cuticle, but that was not the case at all. I am still very much low porosity. My porosity has not changed, which is good because honestly when your cuticle lifts from the dyeing process, it does mean that the color has in some ways damaged your hair because now your cuticle is laid open instead of closed. So I think it's a good thing that my porosity has not changed, but honestly I was hoping that it would, just because my hair would dry faster and all that other stuff, but my porosity has not changed. And this is really a boring video because my hair is pretty much the same. Have I done any special treatments? I have not done any special treatments now that my hair is colored. I do not deep condition my hair more that my hair is colored. I go with the flow when I feel like my hair is not any more thirsty, any more dry than it was before. So I haven't been doing any special treatments. I still alternate between a deep conditioner and a protein treatment every wash day. That used to be weekly, but now my wash days are every 2 or 3 weeks as my hair approaches waist length. So that's just real. Nobody got time to washing all this hair once a week, especially because my hair is fragile and the washing process can be damaging to your hair. Even though there are a lot of people that don't put that information out there, washing your hair is manipulation. Yeah, I style my hair just as I did before. Now my favorite style is a hanging bantu knot out. That's what this is, but it's extremely fluff. Like, I love big hair, so I fluff this to the gods. But I have a video on my hanging bantu knot out, which you can view right here, which is very much a thorough tutorial of how to achieve this style. So I don't style my hair any differently. I've been doing a lot more protective styles. I've been experimenting a lot more with wigs. That has been super fun. I have tons of reviews on wigs to bring to you. Reviving my color. So in terms of reviving my color, I have not revived my color in the last 7 months, and technically you can dye your hair every 6 months, and I've already passed that 6-month mark. But I don't think I'm going to revive my hair with the Shea Moisture System, and that's for a number of reasons. One is that the Shea Moisture System is hard to find. I have not been able to find it on the ground here where I live in Winston-Salem. I know I've seen it, I think I've seen it in Charlotte, but I actually got this color when I was in Houston, Texas at a conference. So this color isn't available to me. And also, I like the dark roots. There are some people that don't like dark roots, but I don't mind dark roots at all. Like, I actually love that my hair has dark roots. It makes it kind of annoying when I want to do wigs if it's like a half wig, but besides that, like, I love my dark roots, and I do want ombre hair, so I do want my dark hair to grow out to like this length. So I do like dark roots. I don't mind having dark roots. Some people think it's ugly, but I personally love it. So, but if I do color my hair, which I will color my hair in the future, that's for sure, because I love color. I'm going to do a purple pink color. That's going to be fun, and of course I will show you that process as well. And I want to experiment with some U-part wigs and some wigs that I make my own, because now that I can cornrow and now that I can flat twist, which I've learned in like the span of 2 weeks, I am just going styling crazy and stuff. So I will be doing half wigs, and if I dye my hair purple or pink, it's just going to be harder to find that color, especially because I use synthetic hair and not virgin hair or like really expensive hair. I just use like $10 a pack hair, and those don't come in like one in purple and pink and stuff like that usually. So I am gonna wait on that, so I'll probably not color my hair again until the fall, and by that time I will have even more roots, so that's gonna be really cool too. The last question is about products. My products again have not changed. I've been maintaining the same products. Of course I have many products, so I've been alternating, but none of them specifically for colored hair or anything. That's really a gimmick when it comes to like something for color treated hair, because these products really don't deposit color. If anything, they probably don't have sulfates and stuff that strip your hair, which then in turn strip your hair of color, but you can get that from any normal natural hair product. So that whole gimmick of like color products and stuff like that, products for color, is really just a gimmick. So yeah, that's all I have to say about my color. If you have any more questions about the coloring process, about my color specifically, about the Shea Moisture color system, just let me know down below. It's really hard for you to actually see my color in this lighting, I think. But with this color, its brightness depends on where I am. Like in the sun, this ish is brighter, but inside with this type of lighting, it's not as bright. So, but that's just the benefits of having this color. I like that it's a surprise for some people sometimes. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Come over a little closer. I wanna tell you something.